Good morning, everybody. My name is Loretta Fralin-Rapp. I am the author of Confessions for the Narrow Road. It's a 40-day devotional on the power of the choices that we make. So I choose life, I choose good, I choose to focus on the light. That book is going to be, we're starting an online live book study for free starting tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So every week, at 9 a.m., every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., we're going to be discussing the book, going through the devotion each day with each confession and discussing the confessions, and then there's a study guide in the book. So the study guide has anywhere from 3 to 5 questions for each day of the devotional, and we're going to discuss those. I'm going to share my answers to the study guide questions. It's going to be a great experience. I really see this book study as an opportunity to really dig deep and to experience transformation that leads to expansion in your life. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to having you join in. You can email me your questions, comments, and answers to your study guide questions in advance at confessionsandbeyond@gmail.com. So there's that. I want to talk to you a little bit about Confessions and Beyond and what that is. So that is LLC that I created to capture book sales, but also I offer online book study, not just the online book study, but I'm offering in-person book studies that are meant to be done in the home, where I will come as a chef and prepare a meal, and then we will get into the devotional, discuss the questions. It's really meant to be just a transformational time, just really getting into it with other people and sharing your thoughts and your questions. It really opens up the door for just for so much healing and growth. So there's that. And you can find out more about that by going to my website, www.confessionsandbeyond.com. But I want to tell you what the primary mission of Confessions and Beyond is actually to train people to take the book into prisons, so into jails, prisons, juvenile detention centers. The goal is to bring the book there, lead a book study, and then identify inmates, detainees, what have you, that have the potential to be able to lead it in their pod. So then we get books to those inmates so they can lead the study in the pod. And it's meant just to be something that continues to expand and continues to grow throughout the prison system. That's the goal, because what I want to do is help people who are incarcerated to look at their choices, see what maybe the choices that they've made that have led them to where they are, and begin to think about, well, what are some new choices that I can be making? And looking at the confessions and saying, you know what, I think I'd like to choose that confession for my life. I really want to focus on something better, and making a difference while I'm here, and then when I get out of incarceration. So that is the main goal. And if you would like to support us in that goal financially, you can email me or call me. I have a Google Voice number, and it is 815-617-9442. So you can always call me at that number, and we can talk about whatever your interest is. If you want to lead a book study in prison, we can talk about that and steps for that to happen. I'll be creating a little bit of like a booklet or a PDF actually to talk about how you can go ahead and lead that, what the focus is for the book study, and each daily devotional day, what the focus is, what I want, to see you discuss with the inmates and things like that. So I will be putting that together, and that's something I can help to train other people who are interested in going into the prison system. The other thing that I'm offering, I talked about the in-person book study. So that's meant to be for 10 people or more or less, 10 or less. And the cost of that, it's meant to be over a 3-month period. The total cost is $1,200. So if you have 10 people, that's $10 a week for 12 weeks. So there's that. And if you're not comfortable doing an in-person book study in a group, and you're not comfortable sharing your questions and comments and things like that online for the live book study, I am willing to have one-on-one sessions via Zoom or whatever sort of thing works best. And those sessions are meant to be 1 hour, where you can discuss what you want to discuss about the book, ask your questions. I'll share my answers and things like that and my thoughts about the book. And you don't have to have 12 sessions. You can do just as many as you want. If you only want to talk about a couple different things in the book, you may only need 3 or 4 sessions. And if that's the case, that's fine too. But I'm offering that for $50 a session. And then the other thing I want to talk to you about is Purity Arts Center. That is my nonprofit that I started a few years ago. We got our 501c3 status last year, and now our goal is to develop funding so that we can get the Art Center started and get our first house to provide housing for the first 6 women that come into the program. Our goal with the program is, number one, it's to help people who have mental illness coming out of jail or prison. So when they come out, the first 6 women is what we're taking in 2021. We provide them with a safe place to live. We help get them set up. It's treatment, housing, and training. So the first aspect is the treatment. Get them set up with a psychiatrist, get them set up with a therapist. So they're getting their medication, they're getting therapy, and then we get them access to the Art Center. And the Art Center, the different mediums of art that we're doing is photography, writing, sculpting, so ceramics, painting, and drawing. And we will have them work with an art therapist, and they can begin that healing journey and expressing what's going on inside through the art. And that art can be sold in the gallery or, and displayed there, but they don't have to sell it. If they don't want to sell the work that they're doing, that's also very fine. But it's available for sale, and they can make a little bit of money from that. The next stage is on-the-job training. So we'll be opening up a cafe that will have a coffee house, and a coffee bar, but also a restaurant. So it will give them an opportunity to get on-the-job training. They can train in the different areas, so they could be a barista, they could work as a dishwasher, a busser, line cook, prep cook. So they will rotate through these different jobs. And as they rotate, they will identify the one that is the best fit for them, and then they will work in that for the rest of the year. This will give them an opportunity to learn how to manage their finances. So they're making money, managing their finances, writing up a budget, sticking to the budget, saving up money, all of that. So that's our goal, is to take them from incarceration and bring them into a place where they can heal. And after that, they can work and learn how to become productive members of society. And the goal is to inspire them to say, you know what, I've received help, now I want to help. So I want to help others who are coming out of incarceration and help them through the process of adjusting to being in the community again and really making a difference. That's what it's about. So that's the expansion aspect that I would like to see happen. Let's see, raising funds. We do have a GoFundMe page on our website. The website is purityartscenter.com. Our goal with Confessions and Beyond is to raise capital for Purity Arts Center. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. And our goal, as I said, is to have the first house and open the Art Center in the winter of 2021. So that's our goal with that. The last thing I want to tell you about is Patreon. I do have a Patreon subscription. It's www.patreon.com/confessionsandbeyond. So you can go on there and become a patron. It's $5 a month to have behind the scenes, stuff about the book and